Hey everyone, it's Sarah. I am here with my fifth layout using the March Scrap Stash kit, which is called Bunny Hop. And if you haven't heard of the Scrap Stash kits, it's actually something that they give you inspiration. They kind of give you prompts about what to pull, and you pull it from your own stash, and then you make your own layouts, and you can share them on Facebook or on their blog. I will have a link to their website if you want to go check them out. I've been using them quite often, actually. I think I've used like maybe 4 or 5 so far, and I really enjoyed them. It's a great way to get some of your stuff used up, and I've used up quite a few, just odd loose ends using the kits that I make from my own stash. So no money, no nothing. You just shop your own stash and grab what you can. So this page is going to be about well, actually, I don't even do any journaling on this page. It's going to go on my sorority album, the one that I am doing like a continuation. And it's one of my favorite pictures from college, and it's of me and 3 of my sisters, and we spent a New Year's in New Orleans. I went to college in the University of West Florida, which is in Pensacola. So we were about a 4-hour drive or so, 3.5, 4 hours to New Orleans. So we went quite a bit, because we could. And this, I don't remember what year this was. It might have been, it could have been 2001. I think Josh and I were dating at that time. So, and we started dating in 2000. It was either 2001 or 2002. It could have been 2002. I don't remember. One of those years. But we went. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing. We're like, let's go to New Orleans for New Year's. And so we went and we drove home that night. Like, what in the world were we thinking? There's no way I would do that now. Make a 4-hour drive and then drive back. Are you kidding me? No, there's no way. We had a great time. But man, the drive back was painful. And it's I-10 all the way. So I-10, oh my gosh, if you've been on I-10, it's the most boring highway in the nation. It's so long. It goes from Florida to California. Anyway, so this is one of my favorite pictures, though, from that night. There were 5 of us, actually, so the other girl that was with us took this picture, and it's always been one of my favorites. I had it in a frame for a long time, and so I'm happy to get this on a page now. So let's talk supplies while I was jibber-jabbering. So I used a piece of craft cardstock to back everything, and I cut out the middle of it because the cardstock is embossed with polka dots, so I really like that. So I want to be able to use it again. So I just cut out a square from the center, so I can use that as a layering element another time. And then that dark teal paper is from a paper pad from Die Cuts with a View. I've had that for years, you guys. That might have been one of the first paper pads I ever bought. So we're talking probably 10 years old, maybe. Like, that would not surprise me if it was that old. And then the teal with the brown pattern on it, like the little, I don't know what those are called. What are those called? Things. The larger one there. That is from, I wrote it down, Lily Bee. Lily Bee doesn't make... they went out of business, but they had some really pretty papers, man. And then I also used a piece of paper, that dark brown one that has kind of the buildings on it. That is ripped out from a mini smash book. I bought the mini one, and I didn't use all of the papers in it. I actually made an album with it of Layla's first birthday, and I didn't end up using all the pages, so I ripped out the extra pages, and so that's where that's from. So it has the nice ripped edge there, like I ripped it out of a notebook because I did. So I used that for a layer too, and that I like that because it kind of represents, being in the city and stuff. So I'm using, so the big camera is an Amy Tangerine die cut, and then I'm using a couple of these sassafras. These are called Whimsies, I think. They're just flower die cuts. So I'm going to use a couple here. I put one over the camera because that camera lens is really big, and I wanted to add a little bit more detail to it. I peeled off a piece of this washi tape, which does not peel well at all. Like, I I pulled it out and then it just ripped on its own, and I was like, ugh. But like at a weird angle, I don't like that washi tape that much because it doesn't rip very well, or it doesn't peel off very well, I should say. So I'm doing a little bit of layering here with the flowers. That large one on the top there, it had red in the middle, and I'm not pulling in red at all. So I covered it up with another, the same design flower that's in the bottom on the camera. I hope that makes sense what I just said. It's kind of late, guys. It's like I need to be going to bed, and I'm like getting a little loopy because I'm getting tired. Had a big day today. Okay, so I'm putting all the stuff down. I got my flower down behind the picture, and I'm gonna put this camera on pop dots because since I did actually like tear out that paper, it's got some texture to it, so the camera sitting on top of it, it wasn't laying flat. So I'm just gonna put it up on some pop dots, and I like the way that looks in general anyway. So. And then I'm also going to put a couple pop dots in the bottom of this little ticket that says Enjoy Today, and that's also by Amy Tangerine. I just want it to be even. Since I popped up the camera, that needs to be popped up as well. I think I'm going to go ahead and work on my title. My title is New Year's in Nola. And I'm wondering if I should try to figure out what year this was. I wonder if my friends remember. I still talk to two of those girls, the two on the left, Diane. Diane is on the very left. She introduced me and Josh. She was friends with Josh, and then she was roommates with me, and so Josh and I met, and so she's the one who introduced us. Shauna is right next to me on the right, or on the left, and she and I still talk like on Facebook and stuff, and I actually ran into her in San Diego a couple years ago, which was so random. We were both there like visiting. And then Aiko is on the right or my left. And I'm friends with her on Facebook. We just haven't talked in a long time though. And then my friend Amber was taking the picture. But man, we had a fun night that night. And we laughed because we met up to go and we were all wearing like black leather jackets, every single one of us. It was ridiculous. So we were like, we did not coordinate this. It was really funny. Yeah, I might ask Diane if she remembers what year this was that we went. It was fun though. Okay, so I put a sticker over the flower in the camera and it says high five. I just thought that was cute. And I'm going to put down these really large resin flowers. These are very thick. I don't usually use stuff like that a ton. Every once in a while I do. I haven't used anything like that for a while, I guess, so I was like, oh, I'm going to use them. I have my glossy accents in this fine line bottle finally, and it's working fine, but for some reason glossy accents does not stick to resin very well. Like it did not stick with this at all. So I'm going to use my quick dry adhesive on it instead, and I kind of have to hold it, like I hold it from the front and the back just to make sure, because the resin isn't always completely even on the bottom. So if it's a little bit lumpy, you know, it's like, it just doesn't stick very well. So I'm going to hold it down here for a few minutes, and I'm going to stick my hand underneath it as well and kind of push from both sides just to make sure it's going to get that traction to stick, and that works. So I'm doing that. And I think I'm watching Castle while I made this layout. I'm all caught up on it. I was watching the newest episode, but I love me some Castle. And now it's not coming on again until April 20th. I'm like, why? Stop taking breaks. I know like basketball or something, but who cares? Anyway, if it was football, I'd understand, but it's not, so I don't care. Okay, I'm going to take these yellow, they're kind of yellow / neon green. I'm going to say they're yellow because that's what I want them to be. Enamel dots from My Mind's Eye, and I put them in a semicircle around the flowers in like largest to smallest. So I thought that was a nice little touch there. And I decided not to do any journaling. Just, you know, we went to New Orleans for New Year's, so that's kind of, you know, it really speaks for itself. So, and I'm going to do some misting. I'm grabbing my Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine, and I'm going to sprinkle up here on the top and down on the bottom as well. And I add some, and then I think I'm good, and then I realize I just wanted a little bit more of the gold. So I go back and put a little bit more after a few minutes. Yeah, because I look at it and I'm like, no, it needs some more. So let me do a little bit more here. I don't want to do like too much embellishing because I don't want to cover up the papers. The papers are really, really pretty, and I think kind of has a New Orleans-ish feel, even though you can't see the city at all. In the picture, you just see our heads. But yeah, so that completes my layout. I'm really happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's been fun going back and looking through my college memories and kind of reliving them and remembering them. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and I will be back again soon. Have a great day, guys. Bye.